Hi, Financially Healthy is the name of my channel. I'm Marlene. Welcome to my channel, and I hope I can give you some ideas on how to improve your finances. Let's get started. Do you know that Americans collectively owe $13.2 trillion? That includes student loans, credit cards, cars, mortgages. It's amazing. And people have not been saving. Many say they live paycheck to paycheck. That can be, and also many say they don't have a budget. So those two things are almost percentage wise the same thing. So people with budgets do better, and they actually have to track their spending and realize where it's going. So let's talk about what we're going to do to reduce that $13.2 trillion debt that Americans are now carrying. And right now, it probably feels like a weight around your neck. Ways to make more money is today's video. Ask for a raise. Now might not be the best time because we're in the coronavirus, but you might be watching this after we are over the coronavirus. That way you could make more money and put that raise directly into your savings and make your savings automated, meaning that when you get your check, a percentage goes into your savings and a percentage goes into your checking. So hopefully you aim for even 5%, 10%, 25% is really good. If you could do that, that would be great. But if you don't see that money, or if you get a raise after these times, if you get a raise, make sure that raise goes, you act like you lived without it before. So that raise should go directly into your savings, along with, if you can, 25% of your money. Like I said, a lot of people say, well, I live paycheck to paycheck. But those same people also say, I don't have a budget. And when they make a budget, they are shocked at how much they would have if they eliminated a few things, lived below their means. Making more money does not mean that you will save more. It's called lifestyle creep. If you make more money, you think, oh, well, I paid more, I got a better job, and say it was an increase of a few $1,000s more per year. Well, I should be driving a better car, or I should be dressing a certain way, or I should live in a bigger house. That's called lifestyle creep. No, if you get a raise or you get a better job, then you take that money and what you were also saving, you add it to your savings. Right now, we're seeing how important a 3 to 6 month buffer is. This right now is a big lesson. If you did not have that 3 to 6 month buffer, you are scraping by. Of course, as I always say, supplement your income with a side gig. It could be lawn work. It could be helping an older neighbor. It could be, those pay, and it could be babysitting. It could even be a form of bartering, like say you need your neighbor to babysit for you occasionally, so you offer to mow her grass or something like that. And when you do that, it helps with what you're doing, and that extra money could be put, if you make extra money from your side gig, or the money you don't spend because you bartered with your neighbor, or you have a garden. Well, you could always put on Facebook Marketplace that you can sell zucchini or cucumbers or something like that if you have a garden, and you can make some money that way. You're not going to get rich on your side gig, but if every bit of that side gig money goes towards paying down your debt, wow, wouldn't that be great? Sell things you don't want or need anymore. That, of course, is free on Facebook Marketplace. You can even do porch pickup where, you just leave the item out on the porch and the person puts the money in a box or something like that. I don't know. Or I've met people at convenience stores, planned ahead and met them at convenience stores where I know there's always going to be people around because you're especially when you're a woman, you don't, you always want to be on the safe side. Don't ever meet at a police station in a small town because the police are usually not there. They're out on patrol. So don't think that's a good place to meet. Downsize your car if you can and take public transportation, or actually do away with a car if you can. Go down to one car. That would be great. That would save you registration, insurance on that car, maintenance, all kinds of things. That would be a really good idea if you could do that. Get out of debt. Make it your goal. Make it your goal. Your You maybe have things you want, but you need to get out of debt. You need this. I'm not saying you need to pay down your mortgage, but if you could put an extra $50 towards your mortgage, that would go against the principal. And when there's less principal, there's less money to charge interest, and you're paying down your mortgage, much quicker. I can do a whole thing on actuary and mortgages. Um, Make getting out of debt your goal, make your emergency fund your goal, and if this has taught us anything, those are very important. If possible, and always eliminate impulse buying. Wait 24 to 48 hours before you buy that big screen TV or that house. Right now is not a good time to probably buy a house. The interest rates are low, but your income, you don't know what that's going to be. Um, put that, make that one of your goals. You want to buy a house? Okay. But after you have your emergency fund, after you have your debts paid down, when you go to a mortgage broker or a lending institute or your local brick and mortar bank or an online place to get a mortgage, will look much better and you will get that. Um, Keep track of your spending, writing everything down, and also write the mood you're in. I mean, like I said, I have other videos, and I've said this in another video. If you know groceries, how are you feeling when you shop for groceries? Did you go with a list? Were you upset? Were you hungry? Put a smiley face by it. If I was happy, put a I had no feelings, or put a sad face, because you might be using money and shopping as retail therapy. That is not what money is used for. You don't use it for retail therapy to make you feel better. And if you're not going shopping with a list and sticking to that list, you will overspend. Okay. In writing everything down, it's you won't even want to buy it because that pack of gum or that coffee, and you have to put in your little notebook and how much it costs. You have to put the face you're feeling. My undergrad is in elementary ed. I talk to people like you have to figure out what's driving you. Your most important subject is yourself. What is driving you to stay in debt? Examine yourself and figure things out. My goodness. And you're probably not going to go on vacation, but staycations are fun. And I'm not saying don't take your vacation time and even relax or do things locally with your family, but you're probably not going to go to Aruba this year. Or if you have that vacation fund, you better be using it for your emergency right now. And you can also, it's called a sink fund. If you have extra money left over, put it in your sink fund. And then that way, and put, like birthday gifts on there, on your envelope that your sink fund's in for birthday gifts or Christmas gifts. That's what like a Christmas, old fashioned Christmas club was for. That's where you had put money and then you don't feel the sting after that. And I'll tell you one of the saddest things I did one time, well, I did it twice, um, is I went on the day of Thanksgiving evening to what is considered our Black Friday free to Walmart. And I saw so many people that, just in my heart, I knew they could not afford two big screen TVs and things like that. I think people should really look at the holidays as what they are meant to be. I mean, you can't replace people you've lost. And really, you don't, those people don't need that big screen TV. And I see the commercials. Oh, what to get for so and so, and we got to get this for so and so. No, you know what? They want your presence, meaning you to be present, and maybe a little gift certificate or card. You don't know what other people's situations are. So think of them. They might be just in about as bad a place as you are. You're going to have to make sacrifices to get out of debt, your vacation, big ticket items. You're going to have to know what your needs are and what your wants are. And give these 24 to 48 hours. Do not buy them. Now is not the time until you're out of debt. You have your emergency savings and you're out of debt. You'll feel so much better. You'll sleep well. And also, another thing is that, say you bought an expensive purse, $450 is an expensive purse to me. I know there's ones that go up to $15,000, and that shocks me because basically I buy $20 purses. I don't care because I'm going to like take them to a work site or things like that at one of my rentals or whatever. You know, I don't want to have to be so careful with them. I'm not saying go cheap, but they're just as good. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on my one purse. It's pink. It's a pale pink. It was the color. And I got it when Payless was going out of business. Yeah, it is a cute purse. Also know that when you buy that $450 purse, if you make $1,000 a week, or you make $500 a week, or you make $300 a week, look at how long that's going to take you. That's 1 week and a half if you make $300 a week out of your life that doesn't go in your savings that you are going to have to use to pay off that purse. And, you know, your money's controlling you. Your attitude's controlling you. Change both of those. Control your money. Control your attitude. If you do not do that, you are destined. Oh, and if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I'm Financially Healthy is the name of my channel. Financially Healthy, all one word. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I enjoy your comments. I really do. Um, so when you spend money and accumulate debt, you're basically selling your time. Time you could have read a book, shared with your family, taken a walk, had a better night's sleep because instead of buying that $450 purse, if you had it, you could have put that money in your emergency fund and have it right now. So try to change things, work with your partner, your spouse, find out, make goals, make a budget. People who cannot save are almost the same percentage of the people who do not have a budget. What would you say if a company came to you and said, invest in me? And you would say, well, let me see your balance sheet. Oh, well, we don't have one of those. You would say, oh, you must be kidding. No, run your life like a business. It might not sound glamorous, but there's a time when, you can loosen those purse strings and become a little bit more less stressed and healthy. So take care. Financially Healthy is the name of my channel, all one word. I'm Marlene. I have other videos on all these same subjects, many different, how to make more money, things like that. Please like, subscribe. I have one subscriber so far, and I have almost 20 videos. So please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I hope you like this. Leave a comment. If you're something you'd like to see in the future subject, I would be more than glad to make a video on that. Thank you. And we'll all get through this together, and this is good advice for the future.